Our next guest is facing mounting criticism for a tweet sent moments after the capture of the second bombing suspect. New York State Senator Greg Ball wrote this: "So bleep number 2 in custody. Who wouldn't use torture on this punk to save more lives?" But he's sticking by what he says, and he joins me now. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. So Friday, obviously, you were watching what was unfolding on television.
I was actually on a treadmill running about 8.5 miles. I think I was 8 miles in.
So you were
watching it.
All right. So you were exercising while watching it. Good for you. And you put out this tweet about torturing this suspect. You got a tremendous amount of blowback right away. Were you surprised that people responded to it?
I mean, the Twitter universe is full of a lot of interesting people, and whether it be this issue or any other, I've gotten feedback not dissimilar to this. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of politicians typically are quite honestly full of crap. They're scared to say how they feel, and I basically said what I believe a lot of red-blooded Americans felt, and it comes down to this. I mean, when you talk about terrorism, information matters. And if getting that information, including torture, would save one innocent life, including that we've seen children, would you use torture? And I can tell you that, I would be first in line.
Mm-hmm. So, in fact, as emphatic as you just said it there, you came back Saturday after some of the blowback and said it again. So I take it now on Monday you're not changing your tune on this, even though people disagree with you.
I don't know how many, if you look at Osama bin Laden, how many New Yorkers wouldn't have appreciated 30 minutes in a room alone with Osama bin Laden. I know I would. It would have been me, Osama bin Laden, and a baseball bat. And maybe I'm not going to be a career politician. Maybe you shouldn't be honest, but this is how I feel. And, in the United States of America, we have people who believe that we can play patty cake. These terrorists play by a different set of rules. And, I think it's incumbent upon us, when you look at the tragedy that just occurred, or the fact of 3,000 lives that were lost on 9/11, that you have to take the fight to them in a very real and substantive way.
On the flip side, have you had people who've supported you in what you said?
I have. I mean, most of my constituents have been very supportive. Like I said, I think I stated what most people are probably feeling, and what most politicians are just, too scared to say.
You realize that since he's captured in the United States, he's not going to be tortured.
Well, I'll tell you this. If we look at, the war against terror, what scares the hell out of me is the fact that this instance, which may be considered to be the new normal, which is scary enough in and of itself. Not long ago, we had 19 thugs with box cutters that changed our global history. And it's increasingly likely that a small group of well-financed people are going to be able to really bring this country to its knees. And it's easy to debate this in ivory towers and editorial board meetings, but America better use this as a wake-up call and realize that they're playing by a different set of rules.
Well, I think a lot of people respect your candor. They may not agree with you, but they may like what you said about politicians finally saying what they really think. Greg Ball, a state senator in New York, thanks much.